hit movie Bird Box opens with the line, "The fastest way to get to safety is by the river, and I don't think you can make it with the kids." But Sandra Bullock's Mallory packs her little ones into a boat and sets off to find shelter at the Janet Tucker School for the Blind. Mallory struggles with a terrifying, impossible life or death situation. Her vision is severely limited, and yet her makeup is perfect. So, Dr. Bonner, my first question is how? And more seriously, even if you can't see the effects yourself, how important is it to maintain appearances?
Well, I can't tell you how often I will be stopped at an event or when I'm teaching a class and have a student come up to me and say, "But your makeup is flawless, your lipstick is perfect." And usually my response is that, I've been putting on lipstick since I'm 16 years old, and I only lost my vision when I was 32. So I think losing my vision the way that I did, it was more of an acquired disability as opposed to a congenital disability. So that being said, I already had those skills. And how many women, that we know have been in the movie theater or, slip lipstick out of their purse in a restaurant and just, touch up. We don't often need to use a mirror, right? So a lot of it is really tactile, and by feel, which is very easy for most of us to do just from practice. But as far as trying to look good, I think we all want to present the best version of ourselves, and whether you're blind or visually impaired, that doesn't matter. When I wake up in the morning and I go to work, I want to present the person that I feel on the inside, on the outside. And some of the ways that we do that is really just being more organized. My closet in particular is organized by color. So this way I know where all my black garments are, my white, my prints, and I'm able to pick those out. And that's easy for me to get dressed on my own and make sure that everything kind of coordinates. But I take great pride in, being able to do that, as I think any woman does.
First thing we learn about Mallory and her children, boy and girl, is that Mallory has terrible taste in names, but she also has very strict rules for boy and girl. And how important is it that the children of blind parents follow their parents' rules to the letter?
It's very important. It really is. And aside from just being strict with the rules, it's also the communication factor between yourself and your child. I mean, we all know the scene in Bird Box where Mallory is telling them, you have to keep these blindfolds on because if not, you are going to die. That, and I can't tell you how many times in the COVID-19 pandemic that I have said to my children, you cannot go out on the bike because if you fall, we cannot go to the emergency room. These are some of the things that, you're trying to keep your kids safe. With regard to my children in particular, I was always very honest with them about my eyesight from the time that they were infants. Mommy can't see as well as you. Mommy's eyes don't work like your eyes work. You need to listen to me. When I call you, you need to come back. That started when they were rolling over and crawling, and where like it may seem odd to some people to express that way or speak at such an adult level to small children. It's really a method of survival for blind parents. They have to listen and they have to pay attention for the rules or to the rules. And I have to say, my husband was a very good partner in that. There were many times I know that he wanted to kind of jump in, and say to the kids, like, mommy's calling you, you have to come back. But he would let me handle it, and that was a way that I could relate to my children and teach them some of these safety measures that I needed to keep them safe independently.